Shalom, shalom, shalom. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakokodash. Double honors, of course, go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who deserve double honors. Salutations go out also to the fellow Akim out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth while trying to wake up the remaining, hopefully, elect. This is Nam out of the DC camp. In this little video here, which I aim to be short, but who knows. Anyway, this is a soldier here who was overseas, and evidently he and some of his compatriots, they would, whether it was in teasing or not, and I can relate to this because, well, my time in the military, you hear about, the instances of, Dear John letters and motherfuckers just going ape shit, because their woman fucked them over in some shape, form, or fashion. And even while in the military, I remember a couple of incidents. One, what the hell was he? Doesn't matter his rank, but he was a senior staff NCO, but he caught his wife in the act, blew the kneecaps off of the guy, of course, good for him. But, he ends up in the brig. And another one, he went to the extreme, and whatever happened between them, I just took it as she fucked around on him. He ended up ending his daughter's life, the daughter that they had between the two of them, over that. Like the scripture says, jealousy is the rage of a man, Another scripture, give me any plague but a plague of the heart, meaning the mind, And especially in this society that we live in now, I don't envy, all due respect to the Akim, that can deal with this. Hey, more power to you. But hey, I got to agree with Paul, As such, you're going to have trouble in the flesh, Is that 2 Corinthians 7 chapter? Around 29th verse, somewhere around there. Anyway, so, yeah, let's go ahead and play this, and we're going to get some more scriptures. Like I said, I don't want to take too much time on it. But, man, this brings back memories. Here we go.
What was your intention?
I just need somebody to talk to.
That's what they all say.
I'm overseas. People telling me all the time. They're like, man, your girl probably got another man already. And I'm like, man, no, she won't. She faithful.
She faithful.
But then I get here.
I have been faithful though. I have been faithful.
What?
Did you see what she said? Did you see what she said on that camera? Did you see it?
Let's pause that. Let's go straight to. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go to. Do I already have it here? Hold on. Let's see. Nah, I gotta get it. Hold on. Let's see. This Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. Implication being, of course, let's go to the commentary. Hypocrisy is illustrated by 4 examples of the concealment of all methods or traces of action. All right. And a pertinent example of double dealing and actual vice is added. That is the adulterous woman. She eateth in her mouth. That is, she hides the evidence of her shame. You watch the expressions on her face and professes innocence. Let's keep going with this.
I mean, we both sat there and watched it with our headphones in this freaking building right here. Look to that's the building we was just in. And you sat there and told this man right here about how you felt about me. And now you got this crazy look on your face like you don't even care about what's going on with me. Like I don't have no feelings.
Look at that.
It's not even like that.
What?
What's the problem?
What's the excuse?
Okay, what's the problem with you? So why you felt
Like I said, I have not been able to reach you.
What?
You don't even be sending me enough money. I can actually come up here to apply for a job.
See, here's another thing. The modern, especially the American woman. I got this song. Who did that? American Woman? I know Lenny Kravitz made a remake of it, but I'm trying to think of the original group. Anyway, American woman, stay away from me. American woman. Yeah, that one. Anyway, so that's why you got what is this? The guys getting their passports. They're going overseas. Searching for anything but an American woman, and they can never have enough. I'm sitting here. She's complaining about, well, you never send money back. Hey, you're in the military. You married someone in the military. You can't hopefully have expect to be well off. You had to know that it was going to be I'm just coming from what I thought would be a voice of reason. Anyway, so they're never satisfied. I'm thinking of Bezos' wife. All right, she divorced. Gates' wife. These are multi-billionaire wives, and yet it wasn't enough. Now, my thinking of that has always been they were privy to information that they just couldn't live with. I just never thought it was, because my God, they got all these resources. I mean, they got everything at their beck and call. My personal take on that, even though I'm using them as an example, is they just found out how wicked and evil the motherfuckers they were married to were, and they just wanted to get the fuck away. But I'm still using them as an example because there's been other cases where women you thought that were well off had nothing for want or for want of nothing, and yet, poof, gone. How much more so, the people that are struggling. It takes a special, especially in this day and age, it takes a special type of people, two people working together to maintain. All right, that is special. That is because it's so easy to just say fuck it. All right, when the when the pressure's on. But still, here, oh man, what was that? What's that? Say when the cat's away, the mice will play. That's exactly what's going on. Like I said at the beginning, I've heard so many and witnessed so much shit, just in the military. And motherfuckers just, suicides, corporal in my unit, I'm not going to go into it. But anyway, it's, wow. And it doesn't help with this idiot that we're under, talking about the so-called white man, the nation of Edom. The policies here, the laws and policies, and even when it's to her favor, to her benefit, still, all this is about fucking over, especially the Israelite man, all right, and ruining his life. And she gets, fucked up, man, fucked up. You got many horror stories of divorce where the man worked hard through his younger years to establish himself and finds this one little hussy and loses it all. Even when he owns, you would think the way the laws, when you heard they worked, if you, whatever you got before your relationship, you would think, well, the man would have that, that's secure. But no, like I said, this child support shit, which is known as the darling of the courts, of course it is, because it's a scheme. Was it Title 4D, something like that? Anyway, it's a scam. They don't give a fuck about the kids. This is all about money and making Jake's life miserable. I heard a case where a lawyer, all right, everything he made went to, his alimony, his whatever else, child support, I'm like, damn, it's like, what's the benefit, You have to consider that, especially through the spirit. see what's going on, this wicked ass system, why would you even bother to enter into anything like that? That's not about, you know, holy matrimony, as they like to say. This is this is between, you know, your state. You give all the state a license to get into all your affairs and regulate, even when it comes to your kids. And this goes all the way back to the Wilson, as in Woodrow Wilson administration. That asshole that was had the ear of the president. What was his name? Edward Mendell House, I think it was. He was a he wasn't an actual colonel. They just one of those honorary titles. Yeah, he had made in a was it a letter that he had written? I can't remember the actual name of it, but where he was talking about a person's progeny, which is what? Your children, you know. They're going to have control over all that. And then years later, roughly 15 years later or something, you know, Franklin, FDR got in office. And then it's really gone downhill ever since. But yeah, this has always been, you know, the American people were considered, you know, enemies of the state, especially our people. You know, we always have been. So it's like, what's new? But a lot of us don't take that into account. You bust your ass trying to keep your head above water, and also you're competing with against someone you're never going to win, because this society, the people that run it in particular, are never going to recognize you as an equal. Never. Ever. All right? This is on a spiritual, this is spiritual warfare, you know? Jacob and Esau. And until this man is taken down out of the power seat, it's always going to be like that. That's why I pray every day that this place is taken out. And the good thing about it, we see it. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. All right? All right? And we see why? Because we see these prophecies being fulfilled right before our face. All right? So it don't matter. Like I say, you got people that come across the camps talking about, you know, you're full of shit, blah, 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 blah. We don't believe it. It doesn't matter what you believe. These things are happening irregardless. All right? So, hey, the joke's on you. You know, you people that, you know, you don't take this seriously. Let's continue on. It's only a few more seconds.
Carrying these kids by myself?
I got a question for you. So what was your intentions with him after getting his number?
That's a real question. Thank you. What was your intention?
I just need somebody to talk to.
I just need someone to talk to. Now, I'm sure you've seen all these shows, these, especially all like, hell, I don't know what's out there now other than The View or some shit like that. That shit shouldn't really be on TV, but you know, if a man said this, he'd be roasted. I just need somebody to talk to. Yeah, right. And we understand the difference between, you know, a man and a woman. Yeah, okay, whatever. But the thing is, the point being, all right, this is one-sided, all right? It's like, it's always going to be the woman's right because we got a bunch of simps. That's my point, all right? Like I said here, I read these scriptures. This is what she's doing, you know? And why isn't she, you know, divorce, but they're going to still say, well, over this, you know? And sure, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. You think this is the first time? I hope you don't think that. How could you ever trust someone like this? I mean, this man, he don't know when he's going to when he's going to be deployed again. And it's surely to happen, especially in this day and age. So why would you want that, you know, that worry? You're over there potentially life and death, all right? And you worried about who's fucking her back home. It's not going to work. So, hey, like I said, oh, that's what I wanted. Let's see. I think it's, hold on. Yeah, hold on. There we go. All right, let's see. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26:12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge she will sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. Meaning she's a hoe. All right? You can never trust a hoe. That's why you have to be very careful. All right? And take the time to know the woman. All right? Especially, you know, like I said, marriage is this is for the state. This is not. I got a question, why do you even bother in this day and age? You know? Why? Why? That's all I have for this. You know, it's nothing more you can say, really. So, hey, until the next video, hey, shalom.